we're in control of our destiny this year. After losing to Toulouse and Montpellier, we drew with Rennes 3-all. We beat Strasbourg 1-0. We drew with Monaco 2-all. I thought we really had this one. And Boado got an 84th minute goal. We beat Brest 3-0, and that's after Andre went out in like the 36th minute. We were man down the rest of the game. They had their chances. They just couldn't make the most of them. But today, we're playing Marseille. The reason we're playing Marseille is they're 2 points ahead of us. The moment we've qualified for Europa Conference League play. The kicker is Lille. What is going on with them? Who do they play? They're playing Toulouse. They're playing Angers. Oh, Toulouse and Angers. Wow, did they get some help there. So, we need to beat Marseille. That'll move us up to 60 points. That'll put us in a tie for second, assuming what happens with Monaco. Who's Monaco playing? Angers and Montpellier. Okay, so Angers is the one club that can really help or hurt everybody. And Montpellier can turn in a performance and beat anybody on any given day. I mean, any of these clubs can beat anybody on any given day, except maybe Troyes. So I realized we were going to come back and play Reims. The thing is, this game here is key. So that's what we're going to do, is play Marseille. And then depending on what happens at Marseille, we'll still probably play Reims and just have an extra long episode to wind it up. So we're going to have a Kubi in goal, Kosa and Van as the defensive backs, Inamori and Tome as the wing backs, Sforza and Nas as the midfielders, and Jordan and Agadello as the attacking men, Gaspark and Amadori up top as the strikers. Why do I have Nas there? Because Andre's suspended, Leastry's out for the rest of the season, Demir is injured. He has picked up so many freaking injuries this year. It's not even funny. 10 days, 4 weeks, 3 weeks, 10 days, 5 weeks. I like him. He's got great potential, but not if he keeps doing that. So I've got Nas starting because I really have no other options. Unless moves Forza over there. We're going to make him play marker on support. We move in Joran. No, we're going to do this. We're going to make Joran a box-to-box midfielder. We're going to make Forza a ball-winning midfielder. We're going to bring on Zanga, maybe a 19-year-old advanced midfielder on the left. Is not ideal, but it's the best of a bad situation. I believe Demir's been injured more weeks than he's been active, and that's troublesome, to be honest with you. So we'll have to take a look at that in the offseason. I mean, at the moment, I'm still sitting on almost 13 million, and I've got 4 million wiggle room in the payroll budget. So there's a cheap young midfielder coming up to the end of his contract. Maybe we make a move for him before the end of the year. Étienne, he ended up in Marseille. How did I miss that? Green, Gasol. Oh, Winger can't get to it. And Joran, Forza, Dory out to Agadello. Crosses it to Joran, up to Zanga. He's got not a lot of help, so he drops it back to Inamori. That was nice. Zanga and John. Oh, and Joran, a very nice strike in the upper right corner of the net. 4 minutes in. Oh, we needed that. Broad, Saul, dispossessed. Agadello to Tome. Tome, Sforza, and Joran. Back to Kosa. Joran, all up the field to Zanga. Zanga gets it after he loses it. Oh, he's too... Yeah, he had two guys ready to help him, and he just didn't see him. Saul on the throw-in from Marseille. Parade. Saul, too hard. I'm going to pass into the box at Kubi to Zanga, who heads at 4, but there's no one in a St. Etienne uniform there to meet it. Diego to Green. Omniman. I think. Gerson to Origi. Dispossessed. Amadori. And Joran. Oh, he tried feeding Gaspark, but Gaspark held up. Oh, Sforza intercepted that pass. And Joran. Amadori. Gaspark. Out to Zanga. Zanga crosses it. Amadori's there, and he scores. Oh, his 10th goal of the season. That was nice. That was a very good cross by Zanga. And Hoyston from distance sends it in. Green, a decent save. Not a lot of effort required on that one. Namori heads it down. Under gets it. Oh, he tried dinking it up, but I think either one of my guys got a foot on it or he just miskicked it and went right to a Kubi. Who's now 3 stars. My patience in him has been rewarded. Doing really well, guys. Really nice job. Keep it going. Not going to change anything just yet. It wasn't interesting. Saying Kosa fouled him. Saying Kosa fouled him. I'm playing with the sound down, but I've only got the one earphone in, so unless the whistle is coming out of this other one, I'm not hearing it. Who's taking this? Origi? I don't want him. Nope. He sends Kubi the other way. They get a goal back. It's okay. That's okay. Coming up on 60 minutes here. We're going to get change after this. Amadori heads it away. Tome tries the slide tackle. And they equalize. What happened there? Thought for sure they were going to call a foul on Tome. We're going to get Tome off, bring on Armburu. We're going to get Gasparik off and bring on a Cormier. Urge the team. We'll go attacking here to see what happens. Zenga and Joran dispossessed. Saul. Back to Satriano. Guys. Holds it up. Are you kidding me? We had them all over the place the first half. Ruby just bombs it forward. Amadori. Agudelo can't get there. Kubota to Green. Abdulhaman. Parad. Spores intercepts it. Agudelo. Back to Van Hoysten. Brings it forward. He's Amadori. Amadori to borrow it. Yeah, Cormier hit the post. We're going to lose. We're going to lose on 3 second-half goals. Blivet. Blivet, Blivet, Blivet. We're down 5th place now. We could have been in 2nd place, maybe? God bless it. Save the game here. Come back for Reims. Because right now we're in the Europa League. So we're playing Reims. Lille. Playing Angers. Monaco. Playing Montpellier. Yeah, well, back in a minute. We'll see what happens here when we go to Reims. Well, a quiet week of training. The only drawback is that Tome is out suspended for the yellow card he got. Padilla is 45 minutes, so I think we're going to get him off and bring on Gasparik. Switch Kube and Goldbauer out. Bring on... The manager came back and I can't register. Okay, that's a bit of a bummer on my part. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to have a Kubi in goal, Kosa and Van Hoysten as the defensive backs, Inamori and Armburu as the wingers, Inamori and Armburu as the wingbacks, Sforza and Andre as the midfielders, and Jorn and Agudelo as the attacking mids, Gasparik and Amadori up top as the strikers. The thing is, I do not believe we can track other games on the matchday tablet. Fiwa, out to Gilbert. Auguste, Bob, Labuku. Breaking right, then left, then right. Holds it up, dispossessed by Kosa. Sforza, get it out of there. He does, but Carlos picks it up. Kajuste. Van Hoysten. Agadello. Back to Van Hoysten. Gets it back to Akubi. He gets between Joran to Sforza. Sforza heads it up. Gasparik takes the shot, and we equalize. That was nice. His 9th goal of the season. I'm more worried about the guys on yellows. Amadori, Agadello, back to Van Hoysten. Agadello goes to Gasparik again, but it's knocked away. Sforza. And Joran, again. Gasparik, and we equalize. No, we're ahead. We're ahead. We're ahead. Jeez, we're ahead. Gilbert on the throw-in. Back to insane. Friedrich, Zamora, Mota. Kosa's going to pick up that ball, hopefully. Andre out to Aramburu. Aramburu feeds Agadello, back to Andre. Amadori loses the ball. Mabuku to Mota. Mota feeds Bob. Bob hits it high and left. Elliott and Share both losing. If we end up in 5th place, I'm going to be so freaking... Aramburu. It's Agadello. Agadello back to Andre. Andre out to Aramburu. Crosses it. Gasparik's there. Oh, his 11th goal of the season. That was nice. I'm not quite sure what was going on with Agadello and Aramburu trying to figure out which way to go, but Andres, Forza, and Joran. Andre. Individuals. Forza. Joran. And we need to put stay on feet. We did. And Joran sends it in. Insane, a very nice save in traffic. Bombs it forward. How did Mabuku get to that ball? Who is that? Who is that? Kosa? Kosa? I don't know who the other one was, but holy frick. Van Hoysten, Amadori. Amadori. Baru? Well, knocks it away, but Inamori's going to pick it up. He loses it. Gets it back. Amadori heads it over the crossbar. I think we are going to take, if we can, some of these guys off. I really don't want to, but Gelheim's going to come on for Andre. Nas is going to come on for Forza. Amuzu for Joran. And Padilla is going to come on. I'm going to come off the attack and go to positive as well. No backroom updates. Scores. Inamori. Oh, who screwed that up? Nas screwed that up. Is that Nas? Why is he not? That's Gasparik. Gasparik screwed that up, but Amuzu gets it back. Agadello. Kosa. Back to Van Hoysten. Kosa. Van Hoysten. What are you doing, buddy? Kubi. Van Hoysten. Give the ball away. Son of a gun. Come on. Get in their way. Get in their way. Get in their way. Not exactly what I was thinking of. Bob, and he scores. Somebody was fouled. I was getting ready to berate my team, or demand more from my team, rather. Okay, we got a penalty. Who's going to take it? Padilla? Whiteston is. Oh, nice. Very good. I'm going to leave Inamori on. I can't afford to get him off. Will's up on Auger. Monaco's up on Montpellier. Armburu on a throw-in. Inamori. Agadello. Back out to Kosa. Kosa to Van Hoysten. Gelheim. To Armburu. Crosses in. Gasparic off the post. Unsane makes a decent recovery. Although the ball probably should have never gotten that far in the first place. Full time, we win 4-2. Where does that leave us? Angers and Montpellier were both losing. Oh, are you kidding me? What did we... Oh, Conference League or Europa League? Europa League. 5th place got us Europa League. And we were Champions League until the last 2 weeks of the season. Son of a gun. Got no one to blame but ourselves. No one to blame but ourselves. That Marseille game is what absolutely killed it for us. This period of games right here. The draw at Troyes, the loss to Toulouse, the loss to Montpellier, the loss to Marseille. That they came back after we went 2-0 up after 20 minutes. Came back and won. Then we got absolutely no help from anyone else in the league. Third, second, fourth, second, third, fourth, fifth. So if we take a look, Faustino and Jordan had the best all-around season. Led the team with 12 goals, 6 assists, 2 players of the match, 7.14. Kudo Inamori was a very nice pickup. 1 goal, 5 assists, 2 players of the match. Andre, a solid season. 2 goals, 3 assists, 2 players of the match. Van Hoytsen had 2 goals. Chautome had 4 assists. Chaput had 2 goals. That had to have been on the under-19 squad. Do I have them on? Altair, solid season. Gervasio Kubi, 23 appearances. 3 players of the match, one of which was a really good showing. Demir was injured at least half the season, it seemed. Amadori, 10 goals, 1 assist. Agudelo, 5 goals, 2 assists, 3 players of the match. Gasparic, 5 goals. Nas, 1 goal, 4 assists. Jalufia, 4-3-1. Arbonic had 4 assists. Zanga had 2 assists later in the season. Pomier, 1 goal and assist, 4 appearances off the bench. Mohamed Juma is on trial. Considering who we lost in the transfer window, we lost our defensive mid from last year. We lost one of our better defensive center backs, although he was a bit older. We lost our primary scorer. As a result, we only had 1 person in double digits, but 2. But we spread the wealth around. I'm quite happy with that. Yes, we have European football. Yes, it's Europa League. It should have been Champions League. And the only person to blame for us not getting there is me. Episode's going to be a little long, but that's okay. We were expecting it. The budget for next season: $50.3 million payroll, $12.29 transfer budget, and they already made the adjustments, so that money I had is gone. Next year, season 6. Next year, we need to finish top 4. We need Champions League football. We don't have to win League 1. The goal to say it was a return to glory. Champions League football will be that. European football is close. Amador is missing the first game of next season. The other thing I need to look at here real quick is Amuzu's going to leave. He's just not... He's a role player, and I don't want to pay him €1 million a year for a role player. That's what it's going to take to keep him. Weichi's going to leave. Rudy will leave. Amugu's already leaving. Mayola's going to leave. Ball is going to leave. Kolas is going to leave. Chaput's going to leave. Dupoisat's on loan. Wally Ben Hassan. I'll probably keep him just because he's a youngster. He has room. Kosa, I'll probably let him go back. We had an option to pick him up, but I think I can find better out there. Chlufia, I would probably let go. Connor Noss, I would consider moving. Itten's looking at moving. I can let him go. Darnell Bile, we'll probably try and move. Just get payroll off. And if we look at salary-wise, though, we're paying a ton for Aramburu and a ton for Fjellheim. But we're paying a ton for Fjellheim because he's potential. Aramburu is not. Did we bring him in this season? I can't remember. Did we get freaking 2 a.m.? Yeah, we did. I would keep him just simply because of his versatility. Jorn we're keeping, Van Hoysten we're keeping. Andre's wanted. I could be persuaded to let him go. Luistre's also wanted. I could be persuaded to let him go too, especially if it meant getting a Cormier up at advanced midfielder on the right, which could be very, very good if he can be an inverted winger or an inside forward. And that would give me Gasparik and Padilla. And then on the left, it would give me Joran and I keep saying Inamore, but he is my wing back. The other one we'd be looking at would be Agadello, Zanga. Zanga up as a winger. We'd have to work on his crossing some. Do that here. Just as a note. Yeah, it's something to look at. So let's go ahead and get to the end of year here. Visions and expectations. Defensively solid soccer, counterattacking soccer, payroll budget, transfer budget. Wants to be competitive. Wants to qualify for Europa League next year. Set the current vision. End of season team. Plans. Qualify for Europa League. Give a good accounting of ourselves. Everybody was happy with that. Training camp destination. They want us to go to Shanghai. We are instead going to go to Switzerland. Lens fired their coach. Should be getting to the end of season review here. So the Under-20s World Cup is one of those competitions that you can scout at any level. I mean, anything on Screenflow you can scout at any level. But like if you're a club a couple divisions down and you're planning ahead for the future, this is when you come and you find the guys that, you know, could possibly be part of your future. Now, it's also quite possible someone like Diego Reyes could be snapped up before you even get a chance to take a look at him or find out who he is or how he's doing. Back to someone else, didn't it? Because we just looked at this because Kazuki Nishimura was that guy. Sometimes you just look at the guys at the top, and sometimes a couple of things will turn you off to him. A guy who is a striker with 4 to 12 acceleration, 5 to 11 pace, and 2 to 12 first touch, not so much. Number 2, Lovaci leads the competition in saves pride every 90 minutes. He's got good reflexes and not a lot else. I suspect a lot of it is just desperation. And then, of course, now it changes. I wish I could figure out a way that it didn't do that. It was Fabao. Fabao is a right back, or left back, rather. 19 years old. That's actually pretty decent. And the nice thing is that all my scouts, it's the end of the year, all my scouts aren't doing anything, except now they're earning their frequent flyer miles. Expected goals conceded. Now Ratu Lugaci is back up there again. Lorenzo Ruiz Diaz. I think 20. You know, we'll scouting report on him. George wants to go outside. Hello, George. Can you say hi, Georgie? That's his routine. It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning here, and that's what he does. He goes out. That's his last visit out the night. He'll do his business. Then, because it's about 30 degrees outside and he's the type of dog he is, he will lay down and just enjoy the cold weather. And frankly, there will be times I will forget about him, go upstairs, and he will, when I do my walk around the house, he will not be there, and I'll have to come all the way back downstairs to grab him. Hyuk-Jin Kim. Diego. Defensive midfielder. Let's see. The 3 fitness is an absolute killer for me. As is the 4 off the ball. Ali Rana is a Syrian playing in the Korean League. Okay. I can see that. Football is a worldwide sport. Are we not going to get the end of season review? Did I skip the end of season review? Okay. End of season review is finally coming up. Financial fair play period. We passed. Hit with a tax bill. I was expecting. Commercial summary is up. Got a new 3-year training sponsor jersey deal. Sponsorship money was up. Broadcast revenues were up. Corporate hospitality was up. Competition prize money was up because we finished higher, of course. Actually, commercial and retail was up slightly. And Joran, Padilla, Andre, Police Treatment, Hoytston, the highest selling. Numbers, 7 unsigned. Check this out here. World Scouting package is 418, 452. Bump that up to like that. Just, you know, same-day bookings for seats are not cheap. I am going to redo these in the off season. I need to go through and fix some of those. But having experimented with the scouting, I think what's working for me is doing it by mini regions. You know, have a scout that does Spain and Portugal. Have a scout that does France, Germany, and Belgium. Have a scout that does the Netherlands and Denmark. Have a scout that does all of Scandinavia. Have a scout for West Africa, a scout for East Africa, a scout for Brazil and Uruguay, a scout for the western part of South America, a scout for the northern part of South America, a scout for the rest of North America, sort of thing. And it just depends on what is going on. Donna Ramon, head coach shortlist. Okay. Am I on the short list? I am. Patrice Garand, Ravenik, Wickles at PSG, of course. I knew that. I just forgot about it. Staff meeting later. Dude, where's my end of season review? You're going to be on the first. I don't remember how this goes. The French league is really kind of weird when it does some things sometimes. Usually, like day after the season ends, hey, here's your season review sort of thing. But at the end of the day, I'm not really going anywhere either. So, expire youth contract. If it doesn't happen on the first, it doesn't happen on the first. I'm going to call it an episode. Oh, you know, we'll take a look at the Champions Leagues and stuff like that too. Because I haven't really followed up on that. I don't know who's won the last few. I know I've looked at them before. It hasn't stuck in my memory. I've been bouncing around a few different saves. I got this save. I've got my blog save. I got a test save I've just been experimenting on and trying to figure out some stuff on for myself. We're making progression, and that's what I wanted. I was just hoping for a higher finish. We did so well to stay top 4 through 9/10 of the season. Oh, here's my loan stats. These are the players I had on loan. Asamba had a really good season out on loan. He'll come back for playing time. He was part of the first youth intake. He'll be part of the project on the right side with a Comier. Becker had a solid season. He's a defensive right back, can also play wing back. 20 years old. He's ready for first team playing time and coming off the bench. Joyce Georgie, not so much at Shadow Row. Jeffrey, decent season. Dupoisset, not the best. Shad, okay. Jordan 1, went to LaPoy Foot, had the 1 start. How did I miss that? I don't know that we're getting an end of season review. We're not getting an end of season review. And then, 30 seconds after I say, thanks for watching, we get an end of season review. I'll have to figure out a way to edit it in, probably. But it was a successful season. Qualifying for European football was good. It was Europa League. It should have been Champions League. The fact it wasn't Champions League is my fault. We absolutely pissed away our position at the end of the year. The loss to Marseille absolutely hurt us. We were up 2-0. We lost 3-2. I'm going to go back and watch that and just beat myself up about it a little bit more, but it's not going to be tonight. The other thing I wanted to do real quick was check out the Champions League winners. Man United, Liverpool, Barcelona, Man City, Man City. That's about as expected. It was an all-Manchester derby in France, of all places. Braga beat Tottenham, Juve beat Sevilla, Arsenal beat Athletic Madrid, Leipzig beat Dortmund, and Milan beat Tottenham. We got to work out for us. I want to do well in Europa League, though. We need the money. There's these 2 million freaking 12 million rather payroll or transfer windows and stuff like that are just very annoying. So not as annoying as my performance in the last 4 games of the season, but that's all I'm going to talk about that anymore. If you did like what you've seen and heard, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content. Questions, criticisms, comments, should be more than a couple. Leave those down below. I will answer those as fast as I can. My name is FM Jellico. I thank you very much for watching.